Hey, good morning everybody. My name is Dez. I'm the solo artist behind the hard rock project from New York, DeadSleep. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about what it takes to put together a video such as Rain Washes Over, maybe some of the techniques and some of the work that went into it. I do hope you enjoy this, and I'll look forward to talking to you soon. The next thing we got to do is get some good sound recordings, some good guitar recordings. So at this point, let's just plug it in and see what we can do. Recording vocals is a vital part of any sound recording. You want to make sure that you get the best sound quality input as possible. Let's give it a shot. Whenever I put together a song or something, I've tried to give it like a very cinematic feel, so to speak. I want the listener to have that cinematic feel to it. I don't want them to feel like, oh, it's just another song. I want them to get a whole experience. I want them to be able to put a pair of headphones on and just really sink themselves and drown themselves in the music. I mean, some of my songs can end up taking up somewhere around maybe 60, 70 tracks on the low spectrum. So yeah, they get very detailed. A lot of the stuff I bury in the background very, very deeply, so you can barely hear it, but it's just there just enough to add a little texture to it. And then we'll go from there. And then when I start thinking about the video for As Rain Washes Over in particular, you know, I wanted to do a lot of visual effects. I wanted to do a lot of light shows, a lot of splashing of some words. So yeah, definitely, absolutely. I think there was a lot of work put into it, and I'm ready to show you how it works. Video in particular, from start to finish, took quite some time. Well, you gotta imagine, I'm a one-man show, so I did everything myself. So I'm my own engineer, my own producer, and my own studio musician at the same time. Again, as you can see, this was one of the favorite shots that I did. A whole lot of work went into it. There's a lot of different tracks that we got going on here. All different types of sound effects, not sound effects, I'm sorry, visual effects. You got like a TV, like if you solo this here, let's see what this is here. Yeah, it happens to be the TV. You know, I put myself on the screen, and it made it look like I was actually inside of that screen, which is pretty cool. Again, this is nothing that's going to take no time at all. It's going to take quite a bit of time. Alright, and you have to just, you know, be patient with it and do what you can do to make it look the way you want it to look. This is more called like a 4-corner sync. So basically, inside of this program, you're able to mark 4 corners, just drop your video on it, and it'll follow the TV, so to speak. Or if you want to do it with a picture frame or anything like that, that's also an option for you as well. So yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot of work that goes into it, and you guys, you know, could try it. The thing is now, the way technology is, you're capable of doing so many things right from the comfort of your own home. Here we are today as DeadSleep. Again, the way I got started here on my own was I had moved away to Pennsylvania for a short period of time. I scouted some musicians, see who I can get to jam together. Couldn't find anybody, so I ended up having to do everything all by myself, which is cool because again, nobody to deal with, no headaches. So I ended up doing everything myself. I went out, I got myself a little bit of recording gear, and I laid down some tracks. What was the most surprising thing to me was the vocals. I had maybe sang some backup vocals at very best. And then I went out there and I needed a vocalist for my stuff. And again, I'm all by myself. So I said, you know what, I'm going to try it and give it a shot. And it ended up working out awesome. So here we are. Looking for a lot of footage, let's put it that way. But again, I green screened 95% of that video right here in my studio. So yeah, but I was able to find a couple of pre-shot clips, like some time lapses, things like that. I was able to do a lot of keying, and keying again is green screen stuff, layering some time lapses in backgrounds, things like that. But what I would do is I would just take a couple of shots and I would add them all into my program, and just tweak it. I mean, here's the thing: is when I have an initial idea, I want it to look a certain way, but it never comes out exactly that way. It's always close to it, you know. And but yeah, you know, so you'll throw like a lens flare here. You'll throw you know, some text splashing over here. Maybe if you even look in this video, I actually tripled myself in there. I don't know if that's a little too much, but anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. I loved it, so I definitely, you know, I just try and make it look as cool as possible without overdoing it. You got to be careful. That's something that you can definitely do, is overdo it, and if it's overdone, it's just not believable. So yeah, you want to be weary of that for sure. But again, if you have an idea, just throw it down on paper or on your computer, and you know, tweak it and tweak it and tweak it until it's what you want. And that's why it takes 60 to 65 hours to do something that's only 3.5 minutes long. First things first, I gotta make sure that I eat something because I'm friggin' starving. my studio, it's nothing extravagant by any stretch of the imagination. As a matter of fact, during this broadcast here, I'm going to show you a few pictures of what I actually have. I think the most surprising thing to the general public is the fact that A, I do it all by myself, and B, that it's coming out of my home studio. I mean, I've set my garage up to look somewhat like a studio, but again, I don't have any, crazy vocal rooms or anything like that. It's simply just acquired gear over a set period of time, which happens to be about 10 years or so. And then slowly but surely, you pick up another piece of audio equipment here, pick up a new microphone, you pick up a new guitar, a new computer, and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I mean, that's a very surprising factor for most people. They're like, wow, you did it. Where did you record this? The sound quality is awesome. The look of this video is awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've done this all from my entire garage, So with that being said, I'll definitely show you a little bit more.